Hey, this is Pierre Delacote talking. For one time, I'm not going to talk about Microsoft 365, but I'm still going to talk about Microsoft. And I'm going to show you how I leverage Bing and especially the Bing sidebar. So here in Edge, you have a sidebar and you have Bing. And if you hover the sidebar, it will open a window where you can ask any question to Bing. So the power of that is it's more contextual than a search. So for example, I can say, we'll see what it's going to answer. What are the latest cool features in Microsoft Teams? So it's based on ChatGPT. It's leveraging ChatGPT, but it's blending also the Bing search because it can bring you back some links that for example, here I can have a link, uh, other links, and I can continue the conversation in Teams. Um, so here are the latest feature in Teams. Very interesting. But another thing you can do is, and I use that very often to ask questions. Instead of searching in Google, searching in Bing, I ask questions. And I can also make things more, deep. Like, for example, let's try to ask Bing to create a user guide. Let's see. So create an end user Teams user guide. I'm going to say Microsoft Teams just to be sure. User guide. Do I want to make it enthusiastic, informational, funny? I don't know. We can try different ones. So I'm going to do an informational one. Just a paragraph, an email, a blog post, IDs. I'm going to make a blog post because it's going to be longer and maybe well more formatted. And then I want it short, medium, long. So let's try long and let's try to generate. So based on that, unfortunately for the moment, there's no images, but I'm pretty sure that in future you just have to click and you will have your deck. And that's pretty powerful because it can give you on a subject you don't master very well or you don't want to spend too much time to structure it. It will give you a pretty good structure and content, and you can start from that and make your own guide. So it's doing it, it's long, and I can regenerate at the end if I'm not satisfied. But what we're going to try is I'm going to open Word and we'll see, we'll try to paste it in Word. So it's a very long guide apparently. And I know that, for example, I don't know how it works because I think with ChatGPT it's limited, or it seems to be limited to here. It's blocking, but it seems to be longer than ChatGPT, what it can generate. See, there's several, and there's even links that are retrieved. Okay, so it seems to still working, so I'm not sure if I should stop. Let's try to copy. Maybe I cannot copy because it's not finished. And if I paste, yeah, I have my user guide. So now I can add some images, make some formatting, maybe uh, play a little bit with the guide, but I have the structure, I have the step by steps, uh, chatting with teams, how to manage chats, working with teams, and it's blocked here. Maybe it's too long, I don't know. But that can help you to draft some ideas and draft the structure. And quite frankly, I'm using it. Um, it doesn't replace your work. It empowers your work, and that's how I see AI. It's not to replace what I'm doing, but it's to help me on what I'm doing. Another thing that is in the Bing sidebar here, there's an insight. So wherever you are on the page, you're gonna look at what is said in the page, and he's gonna give you information related to the page. So here it sees that it's related to Microsoft. Um, so that's pretty useful. Another way I use the sidebar, not Bing, but the Edge sidebar, I can launch my Facebook, I can launch my LinkedIn, have access directly to my LinkedIn. I even have shortcuts because I'm a big soccer fan. I can follow the results of the game of the day. Apparently, there were some results. You can actually, whatever page you have, you can right click on the page and add to the page to the sidebar and you will see it. And there are other stuff. For example, if I want to take a note, I'm looking at a website, I think it's something interesting. I can take a note, a quick note, and you just have to add note. For example, here you see this is something I copied from this article directly, and I can see my notes here. And you can see your email, you can see Microsoft 365. It's pretty powerful. So it helps to navigate better. But what I really love is the this Bing feature, especially the compose and the chat. Hope this was helpful.